very fundamental things, but they don't have to stay up. They ladder, they climb, okay? So what I want to do first is I want you to see who's gonna do it? You gonna do it for me? Matthew is gonna just show you a flashy back take, okay? And then I'm gonna show you a not flashy back take. All right?
Looks like this.
Nice. Perfect. All right. And I've got George, and George is all turtled up. George does the George turtle. And I pull this out, and I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna sit pulling back into my, right here, okay? So, do I have his back? Sort of. Enough. Enough to do that, okay? So, whose back take was more effective? Doesn't matter. Depends on your metric, right? Doesn't matter for points. We both got the same points. If I would have thrown my hooks, okay, we'll just.
Yours got in more efficient.
Better is your own metric.
Sure. There's another one you can do from further with that same position.
My only point here is we both ended up with a choke. With a choke. We went straight to the choke. Who cares? A little different. If you are a efficient, straight to the sub, we're here for self-defense or whatever. That kind of. Was it effective? Okay. Did you leave yourself open for danger? Okay. So the second part of the point is, doesn't matter how flashy it is, if you don't end up in a submission position or a dominant position where you stop too early, what are you teaching yourself, right? So if Matthew would have done his back take and he just would have stopped, wouldn't bother to have got to get the gi and make the choke count, right? So like whenever Keegan showed it on Saturday, he did not go all the way to the sub. A lot of times we don't teach all the way to finish out to a sub because the instructor doesn't necessarily want to put a stop on where your mind goes to where your own sub would take you. What do you want to do next? Does that make sense? So they don't take it all the way to, sometimes they don't even take it to a dominant position. They let you figure that out. When I was being taught, I was left to figure out that, oh, I should always go to a dominant position every time. Every move I go, I should follow all the way through to a dominant position. And once I get to that dominant position, I probably should figure out how to get to a sub from there. Now, where it breaks down is in where we got 40 people and everybody's going all the way to subs and we break out into rolls, and that's just not how class works. But if you can pull somebody and take their back and you can finish and hand yourself that gi, you set yourself way better than if you stop and you do seatbelt. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So, George, so if I do exactly, and I just hook and I pull and I leave myself here, well, what's George gonna do? All the things, okay? But if I get armpit gi, especially if I get it up high, pull it and I hand it to myself, I am in such a much better position just because I have that grip that you like, and make it more efficient to get to your submission. So back take is easy. That's an easy one to show because you pull them right in. Either you've got that grip or you don't. Either you're going straight for a seatbelt or you've got the grip and you hand it to yourself and you're done. There's other ones, such as, so I'm here, I can let him go. Or clock yourself, and I can wrap him up. So think about the things that you know and try to figure out what your at least dominant position would be. If not, if you already got the dominant position figured out, get that sub. Now I'm not talking about some fancy schmancy sub. We don't have time for that. Go straight to something. Okay? I'm not talking about finish the arm bar. Just put him in it. Who cares? But you're teaching your body how to finish and not get caught. The normal white belt problem is I got to side control and I don't know what to do now. Well, just do something. That's my point. So you keep your flow. Make sense? Anybody got questions about that? No? Excellent. All right. Find your partners. Let's make this work. I'm gonna run a 5-minute clock. Because sometimes one person will end up driving the bus. I want you guys to switch back and forth, okay? Higher belts, please go find somebody that either challenges you or adopt a white belt. Okay? Ready? 1, 2.